All right, what's up, guys? It's Dom. Welcome back to the Starfighter podcast. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. I'm just going to do a short video here after watching the Obi-Wan finale. Not really going to go into much spoilers, but we'll save that. We're going to save that for Friday. This Friday at 3 p.m. we'll be doing the full spoiler review. But yeah, what do you guys think? And maybe save some of your thoughts for Friday, but also shout out to Jake. Yeah, we are live. We're out here. We're live. Jake says, how crazy. I know, man. I'm hoping that means that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think I need to sit with it some more. I think I need to... Also, Jake, if you want to hop on the stream for a couple minutes, that's totally cool. You know you're always welcome, man. You don't even have to ask. Hop on the stream for a minute. We'll talk about it. We'll give Jake a minute, see if he wants to join for just a couple minutes. Oh, and Jake, you can even join from your phone if you wanted to. That's totally an option. But yeah. Oh, I think he's getting on. That'd be cool. I thought it was a pretty good finale, guys. Overall, really enjoyed it so far. First watch. I'm going to be watching it at least 2 more times this weekend. Maybe more than that. But, what I will say without getting into spoilers, kind of give my initial thoughts and how I feel about everything. Like I kind of mentioned in our last review, which is up on the channel as well as the podcast feed, you can check that out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you prefer those platforms for podcasts, go check it out. But I had mentioned kind of like my initial ideas for where the story was going, or where I thought that it might go, even before we got the show. And it obviously went in a different direction, with this the story arc with Leia and everything. And I said that that could be just fine. It was just all about execution. And I think for the most part they handled it pretty well. I think they took some risks, and I think they took some risks with this episode, with how things played out. And I always admire that. I know some people don't really like a lot of risk taking, especially in Star Wars, which I totally understand too, because you're kind of dealing with a lot of beloved characters, and fans that have loved these characters for a long time. But anyways, they took some risks. I enjoyed them for the most part. There were a couple times in this finale where I felt underwhelmed just a little bit. There were times where I felt the buildup of certain scenes was lackluster. But at the same time, some of those same scenes I felt like paid off more so towards the end, the conclusion of some of those scenes. And I don't quite want to get into it too much. But of course, one of the big fight scenes I felt like was a little bit lackluster leading up to that point. But the emotional impact and just the raw emotion, and Ewan McGregor, I think this is hands down his best performance in this series. Probably one of his best performances in Star Wars, honestly. And yeah, he really shines. The fight scenes are really good. But really the dialogue and the dialogue between him and Vader is really good. And also there's some great moments with Obi-Wan and Leia as well. But hey, Jake's on. We'll get a couple of his thoughts. Hey.
Oh, what's up,
Oops.
dude?
There we
Yeah.
go. How you
Yep,
doing, bro?
there we go. I'm doing good, dude. Yeah, that was
What do you think?
I, it, I enjoyed it for
You
a
enjoyed
lot
it?
of
Okay.
it. Yeah, I enjoyed it for a lot of it. There's some parts that I was like, but the majority of it, I thought that was fantastic for sure. I didn't hear what you said, but
Yeah,
did
I
you
mean,
enjoy?
I was kind of saying something similar too, without getting into much spoilers because we can save that for Friday. But um,
Yeah.
I felt like there were some parts that were a little bit lackluster, like with the buildup of a certain fight scene. I felt like
Mm-hmm.
leading up to it, I felt like it could have been longer. We could have kind of expanded on just the initial steps getting towards working your way up to that fight. I felt like they kind of just jumped into it, and I felt
Yeah.
like it was kind of missing a little bit, maybe like a little bit more dialogue before the battle. um, but I had said also
Yeah.
already that I felt like it paid off, more so towards the end of that battle, because I thought the emotional dialogue, like the lines between uh, Obi-Wan and Vader, I thought they were really good. I thought it was some of the best stuff, and like delivery from Ewan McGregor. Uh, it gets pretty emotional, and I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say there's like a lot of callbacks in this episode that
There are some good
you,
callbacks,
you,
yeah.
you could take from. Oh, a lot of good callbacks. We won't talk about that, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
but for sure, yeah. So I thought that it was a little. I thought you were even talking about the other characters. I thought it was a little like it was a little lackluster for me.
Yeah.
The the
I mean,
other
I didn't hate
part of it.
what they did with Riva. I didn't hate it.
Really okay.
Honestly, I was worried that they were going to do something different, and I was kind of wrong. So I'm glad that I was wrong. Um, I don't think it was the greatest thing what happened with her,
Mm.
but I think it could have been much worse. You know what I mean? Maybe you kind of know what I'm saying. Um,
I know what you're saying. I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
think this
tell
was the
you. I'm
worst.
gonna
I don't think this was the worst case scenario, is what I'm saying for her character.
let me just forewarn you about everything that's gonna happen. Okay, it won't be good. Just be prepared for headlines. That's all I'm gonna
Oh boy.
say.
Well,
Just get prepared.
I said it in the review last week that one thing that I was really worried about for this finale is that her character was gonna um, overshadow Obi-Wan, and I don't think that it did. I don't think this episode was about her. I think it was still
But you
about
like
him.
agree with that still? Like that arc, I suppose? Like you think that's like a fine enough arc? Or like what? And I can't wait to talk about it, but the Kenobi's arc I thought could have a little bit more at the end there, and I was like
I
leading,
do too, yeah. I mean, I thought
and I
the
was like, "Come
ending
on,
was
man!"
pretty good. I still thought the ending was pretty good, pretty solid for the most part.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe I'm just a jealous fan. I just want more. I don't know. I can't tell.
but to be honest, and I'm curious to hear what everyone else thinks too. I think they left it kind of open-ended.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly
I hope so.
it's really hard. It's hard to say because they I think they were smart about it in the sense that they made it to where it could be like a definite ending, or it could be his story continues in another season or another couple seasons. You know what I mean? I think they got the
Yes.
ending. I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
probably what they wanted to do. And so if that's what they set out to do, I feel like they were successful with that, because it could honestly go either way, for this being the end of an Obi-Wan show or it being just the beginning of another season. You know what I mean?
Which that's why I hate to say it, but like, just I want, after seeing this episode, I'm like, just give me raw Obi-Wan out there. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to deal with this season. Like I want more of what I got from this. You know what I mean? So that's
for
where I'm
sure.
like, just give me something. Because yeah, this was a fantastic episode for some of the scenes. I have issues, and we'll discuss them.
Yeah.
But it just it was a little much for me.
Did you do a watch along with anybody, or did you kind of just watch it by yourself?
I watched it with Cosmic Culture or Cosmic Warren. My buddy was offline tonight, so I didn't get to mod for him. But I was there, ruffling feathers because they watched Miss Marvel first, and I watched Obi-Wan first, and so gotcha. I was like trying to spoil it for everybody in the chat. But I was good.
Oh, boy.
I was nice. I'm a mod for these people. I'm a mod, so I can't get too crazy with it. So that's all.
That's funny.
But yeah, I was. I didn't really watch it with anyone. I just kind of watched it. How about you? You and your wife watched it, or what? Just you. You sat down.
Oh no, dude.
You turn off the lights.
No.
You get all.
She's long been asleep. Yeah, I know. But you know me. I can't wait till the next day. I have to watch them at midnight.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, this one especially for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to watching it again with some friends. Probably watch it with my wife tomorrow, just the two of us, and then watch it with some friends this weekend. Yeah.
I will say this episode does not wait for anything. You just kind of get right into it. It kind of just which is like it's a good change of pace for this season. So I enjoyed that. You just kind of. Although that was my issue. I was like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it happens in the first 2 minutes of the episode. How does Reva just like what? Again, she has this like mystical power, dude. She just like pops up places, and I'm just like, okay, come on. Like I love you, but
I guess before we sign off, I also wanted to say that I enjoyed the stuff that we got from Owen and Beru. I just think that actor that plays Uncle Owen does such a good job. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing more of him.
I know.
I don't know how they could really work that out, if people would be, that into more of his story, but
it's just like
he does a good job at playing Luke's uncle,
just get that tool, Luke. Owen, I love dude, he's so perfect in that role. I don't know how they could do that, but I mean, maybe if they do, that's what I'm saying, if they do like a season 2, maybe they can make like Owen some like crazy rebel that like we never knew about, and now he has like a rebel story where like he's actually gone and he's like helping Obi-Wan like fight all this stuff. Hey,
that'd be kind of cool.
Listen, Obi-Wan season 2.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know, dude. Shoot.
I hope so. But yeah, and then I also, it's not what I necessarily wanted from the show, because it became it had a lot to do with Leia, and that's kind of part of the main plot of this whole series. But for the most part, I liked it.
Okay.
And I think they did it justice. I think it could have been better, but again, it could have been worse.
Let me ask you one question though. Okay, yeah, you ramble and then I'll ask you a question. Yeah, it could have been worse for sure.
No, that's pretty much it. I just felt like they gave some extra things, kind of for the dynamics between Obi-Wan and Leia, for it to kind of work overall. I don't think it was like the most exciting part of the story by any means. I think the most exciting stuff is still between Obi-Wan and Vader, I think. I I felt like they could have focused on that even more, but
I love that opinion.
you know,
I love
yeah,
that. I feel like could have. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I mean, that's what we're all there for, you know. That was like the big disappointment for me, and I think what was it? Was it last episode? Yeah, last episode when like we got to
Mhm.
kind of finally see everything happening. It was like bittersweet for me. I was like, why the heck haven't we been doing this whole time? Like, what is going on?
Yeah. Did you like the
So
fight choreography in this episode?
in this episode,
Yeah.
comparatively to episode 3, 1,000%. Yes. Yeah.
To
Well,
episode
so for
3, oh, when he first meets Vader?
yeah. So for
Okay.
this episode as well, they had Hayden Christensen. I got his name right.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
damn. I got his name right. Hayden Christensen. They had him in the suit this episode.
Yeah,
So it was him
I think
fighting.
you could tell too.
So you can like kind of feel like his style of fighting. So it was very much more like Anakin in the suit fighting Obi-Wan. You know, so like I think
That's
was,
one of the
like, pretty
best
well
things
felt.
about. Yeah, that's one of the best things about this episode is that they captured that balance of
He
showing
even did
Vader,
his
but
sword
also
thing,
showing
right?
Anakin.
Yeah, I feel like well, okay. So here's one of the callbacks I actually really loved.
Yeah, there's some classic
which-
moves. There's some classic
some
saber
classic
moves.
ones, but they even call back episode 5. When Darth Vader and him are fighting and they're back to back and they're like fighting each other, like literally back to back, but they're fighting each other, and they do that same sequence in their duel. And I was like, okay, here we go. Okay, I just got a little bit jonesed up, dude. But
yeah, it was a good battle. I think I really enjoyed it.
Gosh, yeah, and I had that question for you. Oh, I can't remember now. You got me so sidetracked off this other stuff. We'll get to it, I'm sure. So
it's all good. But hey, yeah, I'll probably end the stream here in just a minute. Was there any other thoughts that you had?
My final thoughts on this is that I don't. Okay. Controversial moment here, and this is why I'm saying it. I don't really like the show. I am going to
as a whole.
As a whole, I'm going to go back and watch it, and binge it, because I feel like if you binge it, it's going to be a lot more absorbable and a lot more like you can get through it. Like I accidentally played episode 1 today, and it was like in the galaxy far, far away, which is like the first time I've seen that. Like that's like how they start their movies. So I feel like I need to go back and like watch from episode 1 and just see how I feel.
I think that's a really good point.
Yeah. So that's how, so I don't know if that's controversial. I didn't really like it, but maybe I will enjoy it more if I go back.
But you like certain episodes?
I like certain parts of certain episodes. Okay. There are certain things I like about certain episodes for sure. I wish I got more of that, you know? Like what we talked about. Like what?
Is that where you were at with Boba Fett too? You like or did you like the show? Did you like episodes? Did you like certain parts of episodes like this?
I felt like Boba Fett was way much more of like a failure of a show. Like they could have done something great with that show, and then they kind of, I don't know, at least from my point of view, like he's ruthless, and so I wanted to kind of see different sides of him like that. But we didn't get to like dive into his character that much. We went to like flashbacks of him getting out of a pit and being with these Tusken Raiders, and it didn't even flow. It just. So this was way better. I think I just need to go back and rewatch it. If I could not rewatch Boba, I don't know about you.
The
How many times have you gone
se-
and rewatched
Now,
it?
since it came out, the only thing I've rewatched is that first episode when Mando comes back, The Return of the Mandalorian.
Okay.
Um,
And
but
that's it.
again, it goes back to what Ethan said that one time, is like we enjoyed the show for the wrong reasons. Um, Not for Boba Fett,
Yeah.
but for the stuff that we got from Mando. And yeah. Anyways, I thought that was a great point though that you made about, binge watching this show would probably benefit, the viewers more. And I think part of that is because a lot of times when the episode ends, it just feels like it just wasn't enough sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not like a cliffhanger necessarily. It's
Yeah.
just like we're stopping.
Right.
And like you're
Yeah.
just like, okay. You're like, all right, I guess I have to wait a week.
Yeah.
I feel like this should have just been like a 5-hour movie or something. But
Right.
who am I to judge? I'm just someone on YouTube. I'm not Disney. So,
But
yeah.
yeah, we'll have a full spoiler review later on. I don't think you'll be able to join Friday, but
I
I'm
will
sure.
try.
Okay, I'm sure we'll get your thoughts on the whole breakdown at some point soon.
Yeah, let me know the time and I'll try to be on. I will stream from my hotel room if
Okay,
that's even freaking possible in
it is,
Cabo.
man.
All right,
We're gonna
that's freaking
do.
good then.
We're aiming for Friday at 3.
Yeah, you better label it like international stream. It's going down.
It is going down.
My buddy from Mexico is streaming in, and then people will be like, "What? Who's this guy? Who
Yeah.
is this?" Anyways, sorry.
No worries, man. Thanks for
It's just
jumping on
me.
last minute. Thanks for
It's this
jumping on last minute.
gringo. Anyways, yeah, for sure, man. I love it. Hell yeah. Yeah. I love it, man. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, I can't wait to
Yeah,
talk. Hopefully we
and
can
thanks
get through
everyone for
this.
tuning in. Join us again Friday. We'll do full breakdown, spoiler reveal, and hope everyone has a good night. Have a great night, Jake.
Heck yeah, brother. Have a good night, everybody.